Hey there, it's Ryan from ORS Cross Country Skis Direct. We're talking about boots today. Boots are very important, you know. You gotta have happy feet when you're out on those trails. Forget about how great your ski is. If your feet are cold and wet and you're not getting the support you need, you're not gonna be happy. So make sure you get a good boot. We are talking about sort of the family outings, recreational touring category. So here you're pretty much sticking on the groomed trails, maybe, you know, certainly a touring center or maybe a snowmobile trail or kind of out the back door on your own trails, but you're not doing anything too heavy duty, so you don't need a lot of stiffness and support and bulk to drive these skis. You want something that's warm and comfortable and lightweight and offers a nice natural kick and glide. So let's look at the boots first of all. We'll start off with the Alpina ST10. This is sort of your basic touring boot. But it's a pretty nice boot. It has a lace cover, which is a really nice feature to keep the snow out. It's got nice, what they call speed lacing, so they lace up really snug and easily. And, you know, as far as support, it doesn't have a ton, but it does have a nice little supported heel counter here, so you're going to get a warm, comfortable boot for cruising along those touring center tracks, or again, maybe on a packed surface out your back door. Comfortable and warm is the number one thing here. If you want a little more support, then you go to the ST30 or the E30. This is the women's version, and we have the same boot in the men's. Same idea, only the color's a little bit different, and this is a women's version, so it's going to fit a woman's foot a little bit better. So the E30 versus the ST30 for men. You'll notice that there's a defined plastic heel counter as well as an articulating cuff with a power strap, so you're getting a really snug fit, and the addition of that cuff really helps to power that ski, so you're going to get more control, especially on the downhills, when you have a cuff. Otherwise, you've got the same kind of deal, a lace cover and a very warm boot. Rossignol X5 or the X5 FW are two other options, and the same idea here. You got that cuff to give you more support for control when you're cruising downhill, for turning, stopping, slowing down, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you've got the same benefit of a nice, soft flexing Nordic sole. Speaking of the sole, these are all NNN. There's two grooves running down the center, so make sure that you have an NNN binding. And when we say NNN, we mean, at this point, the touring versus the backcountry. So NNN touring is the binding that you need to work with this type of boot. And these are all NNN touring boots. And here's two options for bindings. Here's the T3 Auto, automatic, meaning you line up the tow bar right in front of that bumper and you step down. It's not so easy when you're pushing on a table, there we go. And you are engaged, and then you're kicking and gliding along, and to release you push your ski pole on that little button and out you go. That's the T3 Auto. And then we've got the T4, which works the same way. It's an automatic binding, but it is designed to work with what is called the NIS plate. This is a newer thing in the Nordic world. Here's an old-fashioned or sort of earlier type of ski where you need to drill the binding into the ski. This is meant to work with this NIS plate where the binding actually slides onto a track and locks into place. And the benefit of this is, one, you're not putting holes in the ski. You get really good contact to the ski. You're connected on the edges, so it actually does give you a little more edge pressure. And you can actually move the balance point forward and backward if that is your thing. We won't get too complicated there, but the idea is you can actually move it forward and back depending on the snow conditions, which actually can help your performance. And if you're trading skis, someone's a little bit heavier than you are, you can actually, with a little tool, slide the binding back or forward, ahead or behind on the balance point of the ski and get better performance. That's the idea there. So, any of these skis are perfect for your touring. Quickly, we're looking at the Rossignol line. We've got the Action. These are the Evo skis, by the way. The Evo Action, the Evo Tour, and the Evo Trail. And again, any of these boots are a great choice. I would say if you're looking at the trail, however, being a pretty wide ski, this is kind of like, you're thinking you're going beyond the touring center, then you would certainly want the benefit of that cuff to really turn that wider ski. And then in Alpina, we got the Control and the Sports Tour, which are both just nice recreational skis. Certainly check out the product page or our other videos to get more behind the scenes of these guys. But we're talking about boots, so once again, think about where you're going. What is your priority? Well, I would say your priority is the warmest, comfortablest feet possible. So hopefully this will help you out. Thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, Give me a call at ORS Cross Country Skis Direct. My name is Ryan, and let's hope for some snow.